Good day, everyone, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Car Stereo Talk. We are your hosts. I'm Dean.
That's me, Fernando.
That was tough. That was so tough. It was very uncomfortable. Welcome, guys. I hope you've had a fantastic week. Hope everything's going well. Our week has been kind of weird. We haven't to do a lot of Instagram this week. I apologize. It was just one of those weeks. You know, a lot of things going on. Today was a waste. Today we basically just got ready for SEMA. We had a couple services. I don't know if Paul just kind of lacked, on the whole scheduling thing, but it's okay. It's okay. Got some work done here that we needed to get done in order to get out of here. His bags are packed right there, so it's all good. Good evening, everyone. What's up? Good afternoon. What?
Oh, it looks terrible though.
I don't control it. It's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Second. Good afternoon, cloudy, dreary in the Twin Cities. Hey. Brad's checking in. Good afternoon from sunny California. Sunny, windy, and rainy in Seattle. Of course. Yay. Nice and sunny, 70 in the Bay Area. Good evening. Hey, if you've got questions, we've got answers. Now's a great time to start typing in those questions so we can get those ahead of the curve. So that'll make things really nice. Really nice. Howdy, 12-volt folks.
Hello.
All right, let me just scroll down here. Before I get too deep into the weeds, let's see. Yeah. Ooh. This first segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Arc Audio and the Blackbird. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, we talk about the Blackbird all the time, but what if the Blackbird isn't right for you? Right? Could that possibly be? Is there a world in which an 8-channel amplifier with 12 channels of DSP doesn't work for you? Well, it might not. Well, there's two alternatives to that might actually work for you better. One is the Falcon, which I happen to have in my car right now and I'm loving. And that has 12 channels of power and 16 channels of DSP. Oh, yeah. And it's only 3 inches bigger than a Blackbird. So that's pretty cool. Now, on the opposite side of the Blackbird, you might be looking at price. You might be one of those guys. It's like, in that case, you might want to look at the X2 808, which is just like a Blackbird in that it has 8 channels of power and 12 channels of DSP, but it comes in at a more reasonable price point. So, if you're looking for a DSP amplifier, I'm pretty sure one of those will fit your needs. Check them out at arcaudio.com. Happy November. Yes, it is the 1st. Did you have a good time on your Halloween?
I did.
What'd you do?
I did. We went to Demolition tour. That's what they call
the Demolition tour.
The Demolition tour. Yeah, fantastic. Just a lot of cars,
school buses
crashing, cars and fire, and that was really cool.
Very nice.
This year he decides to go to that and not trick or treat. So yeah, I'm all for
understandable. I went trick or treating, which is like the first time I've ever done that because I really don't like doing it. We took the little kids out. I took a little 3-year-old. I just randomly picked her up on the street. She seemed lost, and I was like, "Hey, little girl, do you want to go trick or treating?" She's like, "Yeah, sounds like a great idea, Mr. Stranger." And I took it. We killed it, man. We killed it. Although they picked all the bad candy, and the Falcon is back in stock. Oh, thank God.
There you go.
Dude, these kids picked all the bad candies, man.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
But okay, how do you pick the bad candies if they actually people are giving you?
No. They could reach in and grab what they wanted. And there was variety, and I'm just like, apparently she likes peanut M&Ms, which I understand. But there was like nerd gummies, which are way better than peanut M&Ms.
So now,
and who grabs a Snickers when there's a Milky Way or a Three Musketeers?
Because probably they don't do it for candies though. They just do it for the experience.
Well, no, Grayson does it for the experience.
Right.
Kinley's in it for the candy.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she's gonna eat all this crap. But I'm just like, get the good stuff, man.
So now, if you have a kid that is allergic to,
peanuts,
do you take your kid to trick or treat?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
Just don't let them eat the peanuts. Yeah. So it's not gonna. They don't have to eat it. Most kids just want to go trick or treating. They go trick or treating. I mean, when I was a kid, I went for the candy. Mm-hmm. I mean, we wanted the candies. It was like November was a great month because you were just high on candy the whole time.
That's crazy.
But now it's like these kids just do it because they want to knock on doors and talk to strangers and get scared and all that other weird stuff.
For sure.
First day in my new fire station.
Congratulations.
Guys are cool. Life is great. Gonna be okay. Local 440.
There you go.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. Congratulations on finally getting where you feel the most welcome.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great.
SEMA has so many good cars this year. It's looking like it's going to be quite interesting for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. We were told the other day we're going to be in charge of, in the SEMA booth, they're going to have one of Chris Pate's from Mobile Toys car there with the new Rockford Punch speakers in it, and we'll be in charge of that car. So that's where we'll be if you're going to be at SEMA and want to come by and say hi. We'll be in the proximity of a C10 pickup truck.
So come and listen to it.
Come and get a demo. Good evening. It is 22 p.m. and it's 11 o'clock in the Netherlands. It's 22 p.m.
Yeah.
I forget. We're one of the only countries that likes to do that. Go on a 12-hour thing.
We are the only one?
We're one of the only countries that likes to do that. A lot of countries just
do 24?
Yeah, just 24.
I like 24. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Big clocks.
Is it 13? 13:05.
I don't know. It's whatever.
I mean,
I'm good either way.
Yeah.
Watched an old SMD video today. He built an adapter plate and put the B2 three-ways in the doors. I've actually seen this one. The idea of having the mid-bass and the mid-range would interest me. Keep the tweeter and the A-pillar thoughts. I thought it was a bad idea when I watched him do it the first time. So I kind of think it's a bad idea when I still, nobody puts their, Steve can do whatever he likes. He's a great guy. I don't really care. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have done that. Right. I want my mid-range and my tweeters away from my mid-bass, and much higher. But in his case, it was high up on the door. So, I guess that is the bonus to that. But still, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have done that. But he did it, and it's okay. That was so politically correct, it almost hurt. Can you use other CAN bus data wires located for a steering wheel interface other than the OME wires? OEM wires. You mean, are you talking about using ones other than what they're telling you to use? I would say no. Because it depends on the CAN bus. Like, there's multiple CAN buses through a car.
No, but I'm thinking the location. Like, it's the same wire, but it's just different location.
Depends, because okay, so if it's like a blue-pink wire here and it's a blue-pink wire over here, technically,
same data.
Yes, you should be able to use it. But in some cases, there's sometimes more than one CAN in a car. You have the infotainment CAN system, and you have like the engine management CAN system.
So this is why the reason they tell you to grab it from that location.
Yeah, because it's usually the easiest place to get it from, and that's where they've tested it from.
Okay.
So the other thing too is that, like, not all CANs are created equal. That's why, like, there's, like, in steering wheel controls, Chrysler has their CAN, GM has let's just say data bus, because they have data bus, not everyone's data bus is the same, even if it's considered CAN. So
can or cannot.
Yeah. CAN sucks. So it's
what CAN?
I don't know.
This CAN?
Kick the CAN, his CAN, no CAN. Evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Checking in from Nova Scotia, Canada. Why did I know that? That's so weird. So bad. I gave out M&Ms and DNF keychains.
Oh, that would be great.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. I love M&Ms. I'm an avid M&M fan. I love peanut M&Ms. Probably they're my best. But there's other, like when I'm a kid, I didn't want peanut M&Ms because to me that was like old guy stuff. Like, ooh, what kid wants peanuts?
I saw a video of these people having so many ketchup packages.
Oh God.
Hot sauces. It's like, these kids are gonna have a good time this year. Right. I'm like, wow, dude.
There was a movie where she was a homebody and she always Chinese food. She had 3 aquariums.
Hello from Norway.
She'd like throw her she would throw all her packets, like spicy mustard and soy sauce and all that crap into these aquariums. I'm like, people just like collecting stuff. It's like Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah.
You know, in my refrigerator, I 3D printed a rack to hold Chick-fil-A sauce because I got tired of it just hanging out places. And I'm like, the rack is full. We don't need any more.
Yeah.
So stop. And they're like,
But you don't rotate the inventory when they get in more.
The reality is no one is even going to use the stuff that's in there.
Rotate it.
They're never going to use it. Hi, guys. Hope y'all is well. I gave out over 250 LED foam sticks last night. That's fantastic. Yeah, one of the parents gave away glow stick bracelets, and another one gave away like glow stick swords.
It's funny. That was a little girl, dressed up as a spider girl.
Sure.
And she had a whole thing of bracelets.
Oh, glow sticks?
Yeah, glow sticks and
yeah, and they probably still wouldn't see her driving down the road.
No. She was giving it to the kids.
Oh, fantastic.
Dude, she was probably like 3 or 4 years old, and she was just like hanging them. Oh, I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good time.
Yeah.
They like I don't particularly like, I don't like Halloween. I don't like going around.
Sebastian was like, dude, doesn't like Halloween.
No,
right?
I don't.
And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, me neither. Okay.
Yeah, he's just trying to be like me. He's still not cool, nerd. Yeah. Anyways. Just for giggles, you've got an unlimited budget, but have to use all Morel speakers, subs, and amps. Crew cab, GMC truck. What are you buying? Oh, I mean, unlimited budget. Jesus, like I think space is going to be my biggest thing here. An Ultimo 3-way set would probably be the ideal place to start. But I mean, I figured you know that. I would buy the new. Yeah, the new Ultimo set.
The new Ultimo set.
Yes. It's not like you can buy the old set. I mean, what the heck?
It's funny when somebody says unlimited. It's like,
oh yeah, then you get a set of the MPS amplifiers,
yes,
which is the limited edition 2x150s.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get 3 of those, probably 4 of those. Yeah, 4 of those for sure to power the front stage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do any rear because what would be the point? Because if that, I'm going to put the Supremo subwoofers in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put 4 12s
mm-hmm.
With 4 of the 1000s on them. So that's 8 amplifiers.
Yeah.
DSP wise, they don't have anything there. So obviously I just
pick whatever
whatever, ARC audio, probably it's settle on an ARC. Yeah, that'd be it. I mean, it there again, real basic, doesn't have to be hard.
No, actually, I think when you have unlimited, it's very easy to find that.
Yeah, of course. Who's got that? M&M's, yummy.
Yeah, that's right.
And there was some question earlier in one of the comments. So real fast before we change the guys here. Last week we did the video on the Kicker Shorty RCAs, and I was calling them the IQ RCAs instead of the QI RCAs. Okay, first off,
my IQ is.
Let's just go with who in the hell calls something a QI? Okay, like stupid, right? Okay, so and the other thing too is that people were commenting with Dean
don't
has
get violent.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not sitting down. Dean has dyslexia, and the reality is partly true. Yes, I do tend to read the whole sentence at once before I actually try to say it. And that is because of years of reading comments from people and the fact that most people talk to their phones and the sentences don't come out right. And I'm trying to pre-read something and make it make sense, which my brain doesn't want to do because it's not easy. So sure, maybe a little bit of dyslexia there. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it is what it is. But the other thing too is who would name something QI? It's just dumb. Yes, Kicker, I'm calling you out. It's a stupid name. Call it IQ or just call it Q class, QC. QI, Q1.
What is QI?
I don't know. Interconnect. Quality interconnect.
Oh,
ooh,
wow.
Probably not, but that works for me. There again. We spell, there you go. We spell no good. Me not bad. You be stupid. And just a B.
Oh.
And an ST id.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. We try our best, guys. We just try our best. And you know what? There's a short bus for everyone. Hey, can I use another type brand of bass knob on the Blackbird? No. I have been out of stock on the LR1s. If yes, any recommendations? Okay, welcome to the suck. Yes, they are out of LR1s. It is a tragedy. They won't be in until, according to my sources, January. I know, it's terrible. But yeah, no, there is nothing else to use. They know Brad's going to be quiet or he's just going to say, I'm sorry. I took all the Almond Joys out of the candy bowl. Hell yes, Brad.
I love
yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love me some Almond Joys.
Yeah.
So it's like Three Musketeers in a pinch. Because like when we were kids, Three Musketeers used to be the biggest bar on the shelf.
Okay.
Yes. So it was like you wanted the Three Musketeers.
You wanted the bigger bar, baby.
Hell yeah, you wanted 10 inches of black fudge or brown fudge. Yes. Because that was value, right? It was filled with air, but you didn't care.
Sure. Yeah.
Now these Three Musketeers are small, like Snickers bars, which were always the smallest. Snickers were always the smallest.
Yeah.
And then you found out about a Milky Way, which was even smaller because of the caramel, and you're like, God dang.
Yeah.
And then there's Milky Way Dark, which is absolute heaven. Oh, yeah. Love it. Yeah. But now they're all small and they all cost $2.50. It's ridiculous.
Hey man, it's just a quarter.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Click on it. Me fail English. That's impossible. Yeah, so I would say me failing English. That's impossible. I would just autocorrect real time for people.
It's funny. QI, quality integration.
That works too. Still stupid.
Yeah.
Still stupid. Good evening.
Hello.
Learn today how bad Bluetooth is versus loaded USB. Almost hate going back to Spotify in my truck now. So that's why wireless CarPlay is kind of like the yay, because it's Wi-Fi as opposed to an Android Auto. It is not Bluetooth. It's Wi-Fi. So you get a much bigger. That's why when that standard for wireless came out, it was, that's why they didn't come out with it first as Bluetooth. That's why you couldn't do it Bluetooth, because the data packs were too big and it would sound like crap, and Apple didn't want it to sound like crap. Android kind of got around that, where they were moving data packs over USB and sound over Bluetooth, which was kind of dumb, but they were probably trying to get around a patent. And then everyone just settled on, hey, it's Wi-Fi, so we can just all use that and pay the Wi-Fi charge. And then radio manufacturers were like, okay, I guess we'll put, it was the fastest they ever did anything. Like they put Wi-Fi in their head units so fast. Like think of the headaches we had trying to get Kenwood to put HDMI back in a radio. And like we had to beg for like 2 freaking years. Apple walked in and said, we need Wi-Fi so we can do this. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. No problem. If we would have asked for that, they would have looked at us like, no, what do you need it for? No, we ain't going to do that. LR2 coming probably end of November.
There you go.
It might be an early Christmas present.
There
they could be here by Black Friday. Oh!
Make sure you put in your Santa note. Hey, the only thing I want is an LR2.
LR2s, LR1s, whatever.
Yeah.
I think Paul found 5 today. So
where he lost them?
No, somebody was selling them. So I think he bought them. I don't know. He has places. We bought 3. So we got enough to get through next week and the week after when we get back. Quick question. My 2020 Civic. Hold on. Let me do this while I'm thinking about it. And I'll come back to it. My 2020 Civic, it has a DSP and runs 2 amps. 1 for highs and 1 for subs. For some reason, when I accelerate, sound cuts off. When I let go of the accelerator, sound comes back on. Whoa. That's pretty crazy. Huh. So I don't really have a good answer for this one, because there's definitely something weird going on. Now, Hondas in general are a strange little thing, because like their alternator only works above 45 miles an hour in most Hondas. Up until then, it doesn't really do anything. What you may need to do is put a voltmeter, like a digital multimeter, DMM, digital multimeter, at the amplifiers, okay? And see what is happening when you accelerate. See if the voltage is going so low at the amplifiers that they're shutting off. And then when you take your foot off for some reason, it gets on again. There might be something like wrong in the vehicle. So that would be my first, like the first thing I would do without, I would just want to see what the voltage is at the amplifiers and then kind of go from there. This might be a hammer approach, but
that doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. So that's why I'm leaning more towards voltage, and I would want to know what the voltage is at the amplifiers as you're accelerating. So get a digital multimeter if you don't have one. You can pick one up at the cheap tool store. They're pretty cheap. You can get one for like $35 off Amazon, or just get a voltmeter, like a standard little crappy voltmeter.
Okay, but I have a question. Is not the opposite when you accelerate?
It depends.
It comes on?
It depends. It might not be. That's what I'm saying. It might not be. There might be something wrong. And so we might be, when he's accelerating, the voltage is dropping substantial. Okay. Or ground is loose or something weird. But an amplifier won't create sound. There's only a handful of things that are cause that. One, the amplifier is shutting off because the voltage is too low. Two, there's no signal. You're accelerating, so I'm thinking it's got to do something with voltage. You know what I mean? Because signal doesn't seem to make any sense. Like, why would it lose signal? That doesn't. It's kind of odd. But voltage, yeah, it's totally plausible. It could also be a remote turn on. It could also just be something that's loose, and as you're doing this, it's coming on and off.
Comes out.
But we'll know as soon as we put a voltmeter at the amplifier and we drive around. So, yeah, that's why I don't own any more Hondas.
Yeah. Oof. That's a tough one.
Well, I put a voltmeter in my cigarette lighter when Sue had because I was like, why is the why is everything doing this crap? And because I'd put an alarm in it, a huge alarm, roll windows, all this other crap.
Did they stole the car after that?
No. Oh. But the alternator it's like the voltage was super low. I was like, why is the voltage? And I went back to Honda. I'm like, look what it's doing. And they're like, well, it's because you put an alarm in it. I go, no, it's not. Like, you guys are stupid.
So
God. Oh, I do. I let him have it. I was like, you guys are. Yeah, it was great. What's up, boys? Dean and Fernando.
What's up?
What's up?
Team GZ.
In the house.
That's right. What's up, Dennis?
Well, I can't wait to see the truck they're going to have.
Yeah.
Pates everywhere. Hey, this next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Audio Control and the Epic line of products. That's right. If you have been searching for a cost-effective, high-quality product, search no longer. If you like loudspeakers as opposed to the other kind, then they got you covered. They got subwoofers, they got highs, they got pre-made enclosures with custom front panels, which we showed the other day, which is pretty cool. As well as everything. So it's a full line of products now. And the reason why it's called the Epic is because it still has that output on it to easily add in either a high level to low level adapter or possibly an epicenter. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Bobby?
Check them out, audiocontrol.com. What's up? Live from Disneyland.
Okay.
Say no to Hondas. Buy American.
Yeah. You
do realize that the Honda's made in America? It's one of the most American-made cars there is.
No, and then you buy American, and then they recall it.
Exactly.
Now Ford recalls so many.
Yeah. The Hondas are all made here, man. Dean loves to buy American.
They made in Mexico, bro.
So, it's funny you say that because, like, the things I love in life, okay.
Okay, tell us.
No, let's hobbies, right?
Yeah.
Is there cameras? Cameras number one. Okay, and I'm a Canon guy.
Yeah.
Canon is Japanese. It's always been Japanese.
It is not made in America.
There are no American camera manufacturers. I also have a Fuji, which is
still not American.
Very much Japanese. Sony, Japanese. I don't shoot Sony because they're the enemy. Nikon, very much Japanese. There are no Mamiya, very much not American. Hasselblad, German. Mamiya is probably I don't know what Mamiya is. But Hasselblad is German, so
yeah.
And then you have Leica, also German.
Yeah.
Red is Nikon now. That might have been actually American because that was owned by Oakley guy. So that might have been American. Ooh.
Nikon?
No. Red.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know where he was from. Either way. So if a product doesn't exist in America, because it was never an American thing,
Yeah.
How does that work, right? That's the one thing I can't figure out, right? How does that work? So if there's a whole industry that has never exist, yeah, exactly, baby. So if there's a whole industry that has never existed in the United States, it's not even ours. It's theirs. Kodak, maybe. Because Kodak was American, right? What are they?
Kodak?
I don't know. They don't exist anymore. Kodak, yeah, it isn't anymore. But if it was, film company, a lot of the film stuff was made here in the U.S. But Chevy's built in Mexico. The Honda's more American than the Chevy. Go figure. Toyota's made in Texas. I don't remember where Honda's made, but yeah. Well, you shoot a video of the C10 at SEMA. The C10 owner would love to see it. The short answer to that is going to be a hopeful yes. Okay. We plan on doing things a little bit different this year.
Maybe not like a in-depth video of the C10,
crazy,
but you will see it for sure.
But we're gonna. It probably won't be cars we have heard, because by the time we're done, we'll have heard it enough.
And we're
gonna try to get some highlights. We've actually okay. Just so you know, there's already a video of his C10 in cars we have heard.
Mm-hmm.
So it already exists. So, and at the time it had Ground Zero in it.
Mm-hmm.
So like there is already a C10 video of an iteration of his pickup truck.
Lucy.
Yep. So I don't know if this is going to be Lucy. I don't know which C10 this is going to be. It just says, we were just told Pace truck. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah. What is your favorite single subwoofer for sound quality? I need ideas. I don't want loud bass. I want accuracy. Accuracy. Morel?
Yeah.
So, Morel, JLW6, or actually JLW7, I think is the one. Yeah, I think the 7 is the one that they say is the accuracy woofer. The 6 is for bass. I always thought it was the 6. No, Image Dynamic has theirs. The IDQ Max, but that's kind of bass heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still an amazing sounding woofer. Was it stereo
integrity?
No. Automobility. Audio mobile. There's another one there that's really good. Not stereo integrity, it's audio mobile.
Well, it's not like the people of the audio integrity. They use it for sound quality, and
they might. I don't know. I've never really heard it.
No. 18 makes a woofer.
Maybe. Is that who that is? I thought that was audio mobile.
No.
But the Morel is a fantastic version. 5-inch voice coil, the Ultimo.
Ooh. Hasselblad is Swedish.
Is it? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's just Leica that's German then. Okay, so Hasselblad is Swedish. I don't have a Hasselblad currently. It's on my list. One day I would like to have one. This is a dilemma, okay? So Dodge Viper was 100% American, made mostly Mexican parts. That makes sense. I mean, the Camaro was designed by a Canadian and made in designed by an Australian and made in Canada, or designed by an Australian, made in Canada, sold in the US. Something weird like that. It was very strange. So as far as cameras go, so I have a Fuji full, a large format Fuji, a GFX something, which is a fantastic camera because it's like, geez, the sensor, it's like 100 and something megapixels. It's gigantic. And it's a real, like, it makes a full frame look like a little toy. But I'm having a hard time because it's like, I'm a Canon guy. I like shooting Canon. I have a bunch of Canon cameras. I have all the Canon cameras. I don't have all of them. I want all of them. And it's like trying to have 2 complete camera systems. Actually, right now I have 4 complete camera systems, and it's a little bit ridiculous. 3 of them are Canon because we have all the M's. We have a ton of R. I have a ton of EOS. And then I also have the GFX from Fuji. I have 3 of those lenses along with the body. And it's like I need like 2 more. And then I'd be happy. But I also feel like just buying a Canon 1DX or a Canon 1 R1 would be a better move. So these are the things that keep me up at night, guys. You guys are over here. What DSP do I go with? And I'm over here going, do I buy lenses or another body? Okay, 3D printers were the other thing I was to talk about. Like I just bought another 3D printer because 4 wasn't enough. 5 is better. Is there any American-made 3D printers out there? Yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know, JL7 is an American classic. It is an American classic, and we love it. It's fantastic. Hold on. Dean, did you know that video cameras industry had huge growth with the proliferate of OnlyFans? Oh, I could see that. Oh, I could totally see that. Yeah. Proliferation. Yeah, that means everyone that was doing OnlyFans crap was buying cameras so that they could. Yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. Sorry, okay. It was terrible. It's terrible. It was gross. So gross. Hey, but if you're ready for something amazing in your life,
yes,
head over to focal-camera.com where they have a speaker for you. And if you're like, oh, that would be fantastic, what do I buy, Dean? Actually, prime example, had a guy come in the other day and he was like, hey, I got this new F-150. I want to update it. I had an old F-150 and I had some focals in there. What focals did you have? I had the integration. I said, how'd you like them? I really like them, but I would like something better. And I said, well, I have just the thing for you. I said, do you want a better tweeter? He goes, yes. I said, do you want a better mid-bass? He goes, well, of course. I said, well, let me introduce you to the Focal Flax Evos. And he was like, ooh, tell me more. And his daughter was there. And his daughter was like, wait, they're made out of flaxseed? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's so weird. She was totally jiving on it. It was crazy. It's nice when a father-daughter can bond like that and have a common interest. Anyways, he ended up getting himself a set of the Focal Flax Evos. He wanted an upgrade from his previous speakers, and he was going to put them in himself. I was so happy to hear that. Sold him the brackets, sent him on his way. Can't wait to hear how it sounds. He's going to have a DSP in there, so he'll probably bring it back and have us tune it. So, boom, there's that.
Fantastic.
There is a large portion of the audio techs that are into photography. Yeah, they say that, and then they look at my stuff and they go, you're nuts. And I go, yeah.
You or me?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
No, there is a large lot. Yeah. We have a lot of camera gear. I mean, the industry has a lot of camera gear. I didn't get into the debate the other day when everyone was asking Tony what he should buy because I was like, nah, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to be over here and be quiet. Hold on. Wait, this one. Dean, what speakers would you use if you were making a center channel speaker for a home theater using 2 to 3 drivers? All right, so I've already actually done this. A long time ago when I was buying my right and left speaker, it had a basically like a 6.5-inch mid, a tweeter, and an 8-inch. And I was like, ooh, I need something to. So I ended up buying 3 of the same speakers. And I just have it turned sideways as my center channel. So I want the exact top. You want the exact same top half as the left and right. So, for example, if you have X brand tweeter, X brand mid, and those are where mainly the vocals coming from, you have to have those in the center. You have to have the exact same speakers in the center. Otherwise, the timbre, depending on how you like to say that, is not going to be the same across the front because when the person moves from right to left, they have to match. And if they don't, it's going to sound weird. So your center has to be comprised of the exact same speakers if you're extremely picky. If you're not picky, just try to get the same size. But yeah, that's where that happens. Like, don't put like a metal tweeter where a silk soft dome is. Why does no one do a 1-seat tune with the center channel? They do, but you do need okay, so 1-seat tune relies on hopefully one of 2 things. One, you have your seats moved far enough back to where the path lengths are pretty much equal so that if you're sitting on the left side or the right side of the car, then it kind of sounds somewhere above your steering column and above your glove box. That would be basically a 1-seat tune. Now, if you want a dead center 1-seat tune, then you need an upmixer. You need some form of a processor that's capable of extrapolating a surround sound out of it and then moving sound to positions in the car, just like your home. So, but your home is recorded in surround, meaning the stuff you're watching is an Atmos or DTS or some might be THX or
Mhm.
Dolby this or that or whatever. And so all those things actually have dedicated tracks where vocal is recorded in the center, left center, right center, high center, back center. All these things are happening around you. In stereo, we just have left and right. Now, Apple's recording a lot of things in Atmos. So at some point, maybe we'll get an Atmos upmixer in a car or just an Atmos decoder, probably just the decoder, so that we can listen to these things. But then we're going to need more speakers. So you're going to need like high speakers and rear speakers and tons of crap. So now it's not hard to do. Like there are a plethora of upmixers and DSPs with upmixers built into them. Like the Arc Audio has one, the DNA software. I'm using it right now. So I can sit in the passenger side of my car and the driver's side of the car, and I have basically the same image. One I'm looking like this, and the other one I'm looking like that. So, which is ideal. But there are some problems, right? And that is only certain songs are going to sound good using an upmixer because not all songs were recorded the same. Some of the songs I listen to, the vocal, which is not where it's supposed to be, gets muted and sounds far away because the upmixer doesn't know what to do with that. So it doesn't always sound great. Now, the company that has done the most into this doesn't give us any of their keys, meaning we don't get to play with any of their stuff, and that's Harman. Harman has some of the best stuff out there, and we know. And a prime example of that would be Natan Gutierrez,
Gutiana.
who in the competition circuit uses his the company where he works for Harman, so he uses their upmixer with their processor, their DSP, out of like a Lexus, because he has full control over it. He has the software to unlock it and do whatever he wants, and that's really what we need. Now there are some new ones out. Rivian? Is it not a Rivian? I don't know, something like that. Some dude in Oklahoma.
Right, yeah.
Is it Rivian?
I think so.
I feel like that's the car name, and I'm confusing the two. That makes a 3-channel front upmixer, which a lot of people in the competition circuit are starting to use. That might be an alternative. I might buy one of those just to try it out and see what's going, since I put the center channel in my car.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so there again, a 1-seat tune is very simple to do, and with most processors, they just don't have what it takes to get it done. And then the other thing too is who's listening in the car to where it's that important. You know, when your wife is in the car, very few, she's usually not jamming out and going, where's the main vocal? Holy sound like they're right there. Some wives will. Most wives won't. Most wives want to just yell at you, Rivian. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
So, but yeah, there again, Rivian's a nice little add-on processor. The other thing too is you have to remember, no time alignment. Now, if you'd like to learn more about upmixing and stuff like that, we did interview Andy Waymeyer, and he talked on it for about 20 minutes because, there again, he's one of those guys that loves this stuff. And the car he's building right now will have a ton of it. He's got 200 amplifiers going in it. He doesn't. Wife, don't give a truck. That is correct. Yeah. So, anyways, my wife needs to play her Taylor Swift. She could care less about SQ and bass. Yeah, I know, right? She likes to hear about his tree trunk. Hi, I have a 2013 Volvo V60 T6 P3. I want to add a powered sub to it, but can't find a harness that breaks out from the existing amp for inputs. Is there anything available? Thanks. Okay, so there probably is, because believe it or not, Volvo back then used this funky green harness that is like everyone uses it now. So what you'd want to do is, first things first, is get to the factory amplifier and figure out what it looks like. That's key number one, is figure out, we need to know what that plug looks like from the factory, and then we can find out if there's a T harness or a reverse harness for it. If you just type in Volvo, there is going to be nothing, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. But there's probably something there that can be had. It's just you might have to repin it, and that's all right, So PAC or Metro definitely has it. It's just not for a Volvo. It's probably for a Chevy or a Ford.
Chevy, not Chevy, bro.
What's up, Lewis?
What's up, Lewis? How are you, man?
From the other side of the world.
That's right.
Have a great weekend. You too, man.
That's right. So I got this one.
Yeah. Yeah, most just want to talk while we want to do. Yep, exactly. It's. I'll get to it. Hold on. So it's the funny thing is like Sue will be in the car, and she'll talk, and then I turn the radio down, and then she'll be done talking. So I'll turn the radio back up, and then she'll start talking again. I'll be like, okay, so if I turn the radio down, she won't talk. So we just drive in silence. It's fantastic.
Because she want to talk to the radio though.
Well, not to say she only wants to talk when the radio's playing, and I'm like, it's so like, oh my god, dude, like seriously. Now when I'm in her car, I turn the radio up. Like I'll get in and I'll turn the radio up to a normal, like a quiet, and like if anybody talks in the car, it immediately gets turned down, and then I'll have to go over and turn it back up again. It's like, because I want to take a nap. I have 2 Hertz MP12s in my car, and it's great.
There you go.
That is fantastic. I'm guessing this is as far as like the sound quality subs that we were talking about earlier. And yes, Hertz does make a fantastic subwoofer for sure. Thoughts on JLW13TW5 and a sealed application output SQ? I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of work with them to know. It's a fantastic sub. Like, dude, JL makes great subs, or Garmin makes great subs, depending on how dickish you want to be.
Wow.
I don't really care.
You just started.
I know. I'm just saying. They make a great subwoofer. So, you know, they make a great subwoofer, and they all only handle 300 watts, according to the website. Everyone laughs at that, but no, yeah,
they're great.
I think it'll be good. Hello, Dean and Fernando. You guys just did my 30th or 40th anniversary Forerunner. Yes, and I love it. But I'm thinking about adding an epicenter. Big hassle? Probably not a big hassle, you know.
Still a hassle?
No, we do epicenter micro.
Yeah,
we can hide that somewhere. So yeah, I'm sure.
It's the one that you did the
the pods.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have room.
Paul.
We got room. Yeah, because that's. We'll be fine because I think we can fit the micro on the next to the sub amp.
Yeah, but not this week though.
Yeah, we'll be gone all next week. So just give a call, Paul. Set up an appointment. We'll get it in.
You get it in. Look at this guy.
I know. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Any chance for an update, comprehensive tutorial on DNA software, especially the more advanced features? Mark, it's funny you should mention that because I was just thinking about that the other day when I was out for my run. I was like, we need to get Brian on and do that. I don't know if he's prepared to do that yet because there are some new features that are still, which are like the dynamic EQ. And there's another one there that are still trying to work themselves out as far as where they're actually going to end up. But yes, we definitely need to at least go back in and touch on some of the new features. They just did a software update for any of you that are like, oh my gosh, they just did another software update where they fixed some fun stuff. But yes, we should do that. We will. Probably sometime in December, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that would be a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
And you know it would be a fantastic idea.
Yes.
If you need a small footprint amplifier, or if you need a big AB class amplifier, well, then only one thing comes to mind, and that would be Mosconi-America.com. Guy came in today, and he was like, I have a 430 that I'm going to be running on my tweeters and mids, and I'm just trying to figure out what amp I should put on my mid bass. And he was totally perplexed. He was having a hard time. He just couldn't do it. And I go, why not get the 210 AAB? And he's like, what? I said, yeah, get the 210 AAB. It's got the same slide circuit as the 430, which is one of the most amazing sounding amps on the planet, but it's made for a mid bass instead of a tweeter in a mid range. And he was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I didn't know about this. And I go, I don't either. And sure enough, he was like, I'm going to go order one right now. Oh, that was cool. Yeah. So if you're one of those people that is just an uber nerd about things and want the best of the best, thank you, sir. Or you just want something small and compact and cute that you can hide anywhere.
Get a Pico.
Find it all at Mosconi-America.com, as well as you can head over to Gladen.com and check out the speakers that they have as well. Because they make an 8-inch mid bass that is to die for at the Zeta series. Ooh, fantastic.
Hello from Germany.
What is up?
What's up from Puerto Rico?
All the way from Puerto Rico.
Yes. Roman says, I have a DSP. Do I need an epicenter?
Yeah, you're from Puerto Rico. Yeah, I'm gonna stereotype. For sure you do.
Wow, that was bad.
It's not bad. It's truthful. Do you want an epicenter?
No.
Whatever. You're such a liar.
Totally liar.
I know.
Everybody needs
Dude,
an
you have your
epicenter.
Mexican edition epicenter. You're like, when do I get one of these? I want to buy the white one.
Everybody needs an epicenter, like
Listen,
what our fan says.
there's no reason not to get one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
It's fantastic. It really is. I love an episode. I got like 15 of them over here, it seems like.
Oh,
And I haven't put
not
one
that
in my
many.
car yet because I don't have the subwoofers to deal with it.
Do you have an epicenter, bro? No, you don't.
Because
Because like somebody.
so that
just
110 just sits there and goes, oh my God, stop.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
already doing that now. Backing up just a little bit here. Look at that. Look at that. The Sigma 200.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these things sound so good.
Sigma
Herman had these 8-inch in the
BMW.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Woo.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, please, by all means, get yourself an epicenter. Audiocontrol.com is the place to find all that. They have a couple different versions of it now, so that you really got to pay attention to. If you're a space conscious person, like you're like, I need those. Yeah, the Epicenter Micro and the Epicenter Micro Pro. Those two also have high level input. The Epicenter Pro also has input-output gain adjustment, whereas the Epicenter Micro just has high level and pretty much fixed gain type stuff. And then if you already have the room and you're like, I can go old school, they still make the Champion or Competition?
Concert.
Thing. I knew to start with C. Concert,
Yeah,
Epicenter.
Same thing.
So yeah, pick up one and have fun with both. The one nice thing about the Epicenter Micro, Epicenter Pro is you get subwoofer level and effect all in one knob. You don't get that on the Concert.
No.
Dean, I've got to say, it's nice to see you got a system in your Mustang. I just need to tune it. I haven't tuned it yet just because we've been so busy doing other things. Like this week was...
acrylic.
Yeah. So this week was a bunch of 3D stuff I had to make, and then I had to make one of these things. So this is my next big acrylic project here.
Put it to the side so they can see the shiny
So
stuff. There you go.
it's not flat. It's So it's layered. So it has
Layers
3D
and layers
depth,
and
there's
layers.
LEDs around the side. So it has batteries in the back, and it just magnetic, so it sticks to the wall. So this is what occupied a lot of my time this week because I needed to get this stuff done, and then I had some 3D stuff I had to print. So
It's a lot of layers, though. A lot of pieces.
oh yeah, it's a lot of pieces. But anyways, so I didn't tune my car this week. Basically, is what happened.
And you're not gonna tune it next week.
And next week we'll be at SEMA with Rockford Fosgate. Oh, we're so excited!
That's right. Yes. And you cannot tune it the following weekend
Why not?
because we're gonna be busy.
Yeah,
And then you're gonna be gone again. Ha! Maybe next year, guys. Maybe next year.
Maybe for Christmas I'll tune my car.
I don't think so.
Nah, I'll tune it. It'll get tuned.
Look at he's just thinking why, when, and why. Right,
Hey, at least we got it in. We got it in, and it's miserable to listen to right now. And it's actually not that bad to listen to it right now. I've done a lot of, because we're using the Upmixer, I've done a lot of level control to it, and that's really about it. I just level controlled everything because everything is on its own level. So tweeter mid range, everything is just very balanced.
And the Upmixer sounds amazing. Oh my God, the best thing I ever heard.
Some songs it does. Like some songs are just like, oh, I wish they all sounded like this.
Yeah,
Why would steering wheel controls work, then do weird things after a while, like volume goes up and down? Not iData. Already tried resetting car battery. So
Why?
What used to happen back in the day is that the resistors. So if you have a resistive based steering wheel control, means what we used to call 3-wire, meaning there's a ground and then 2 other wires that connect, and those go to resistors. Okay. And as the day would go on and the car would get hotter, the resistor value would change. And that would cause the issue. The other thing, too, was if you didn't solder the wires in, as silly as that sounds, the tolerances were so close that they would drift and they would no longer function. heat usually has a lot to do with it. Like in the morning when it's cool and everything is at an operating temperature, it works fine. But then as the day goes on, it starts to do stupid crap. There is also, depending on the age of the vehicle, the same thing happens at the clock spring, which is how the steering wheel control works. It's these little thingies. And as the day would go on and the buttons would stop not working properly. So yeah, there's that. Usually that's what causes it. Either that or the buttons just don't work the way they're supposed to anymore. And as the day goes on,
I think it's time for a new car, man.
It's definitely time for a new car.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yo, Kiara Taco Bell?
Yeah, she needs one of those.
No. It says this is it. Dean, you are an Etsy side business waiting to happen with all that Mickey Mouse turkey. So here's the problem. So every time we do one of these, Fernando's like, bro, you should sell those. And I go, okay, backing the train up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know how expensive that thing is right there? Like, just my cost alone, not taking in time or just the cost of the goods to build
just
that
acrylic.
thing. Just acrylic and the battery and the LEDs and stuff like that. It's over $100. Okay. And it's like just those ugly two colors. It's $40 in those stupid ugly ass browns. I'll never use those again.
Right.
$40 for the two pieces of acrylic to do that.
I like the brown, bro.
It looks good now. It looked crappy by itself, but once the other color,
it's Mickey Brown. That's what we talk about.
Yeah, it's Mickey Brown. It's Mickey Brown, Jackie Brown. Anyways, so yeah,
how much you gonna sell it for?
It would have to sell for like $250, and I don't think no one's gonna buy it. No. So half the stuff I do, it's so priced out. Like no one's want to do this because I'm stupid. So
I agree.
Hell, and that's just like we haven't even talked about the magnets. There's $20 in magnets.
See, I feel you went overboard with magnets, bro. There's like too many magnets.
Dude, the door has to open and close.
I know, but it's not.
Trust me, dude. Well, the one we had to keep adding magnets to.
Yeah.
We're never gonna do that again.
Exactly.
Yeah. So those are There's freaking. I forgot about the magnets. But I'm with you. I would love to make some extra money doing that. Not really. Probably not. I say that. I know I wouldn't.
Oh, we have so many stuff that we can set.
Brad, thanks for the 5.
Yes.
Rock for 5 gauge power T604 or T800.4. Which is harder to find? I know. You all use these amps. Thoughts on amps?
Big amplifiers though.
Yeah,
604.
Yeah, those are big ones, man. Yeah. I haven't used one of those.
I'm doing this.
I know. I hate that. I'm just choosing to ignore it. Honestly, the T series amplifiers, I haven't used those in so long because the technology, though it's still relevant and still probably some of the best amplifiers on the market, after 20 years, you just kind of lose interest in the same old thing.
But they're good amplifiers.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They still, like I said, they still beat the crap out of most of the stuff on the market.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find the 800.4, I'd probably go with the 800.4 because, it's bigger and bigger is always better. Sure. I mean, I want the 1000.
And literally, it's bigger because it's big.
I want the big one, the one that goes the same as the T20. I want the T2500.1 and the 1000.4. Those are the two I want because they have the matching. Ooh, I don't need them at all. I would not even have anywhere to put them, but that doesn't mean I don't want them.
Mm-hmm.
This is the life I lead. It's just ridiculous. It's so sad. It sucks, man. It's just like, it's ridiculous. I wish it actually my stepson's car. I'll try to replace the clock spring. Thanks for it. The other thing too is, okay, so I mean, there's really only 3 steering wheel controls, right? There's the Metra, there's the Pack, and then there's the iData. Obviously, iData probably doesn't make anything for it, but as the cars get older, like now we're starting to see these cars coming back that are like 15 to 20 years old, and these things aren't working. And it's just like, there's, it's like you need a new steering wheel and a new clock spring to get your steering wheel controls to work. And they're like, what?
And maybe
it worked with my factory radio. I'm like, yeah,
maybe with the new Metra version 2.
Ooh, yeah,
they might work better.
Yeah, it's 2012 Malibu. Exactly.
I said maybe.
Which one did you use, Metra or Pack?
You gotta be back.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah, I know. So the nice thing is I can sell it though because it's technically considered art.
Yeah.
So you could sell Disney art because artists, you know, you just don't get to be like Disney certified, which is a big deal.
Oh, you have to be Metra. Okay, so Metra is gonna come out with the new steering wheel control at SEMA. They're gonna release it.
Yeah, it's funny too because what we found is that like when the Metro won't work, the pack will work. And when the pack won't work, the Metro will work. And then the iData either works or you're out of luck. Like the one that is like the most picky is by far the iData. So yeah, kind of sucks.
All right, so maybe Metra, maybe Crux.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Is the Kenwood Exelon 400.4 underrated like the 5-channel amp? Yes. The only amplifier that Kenwood makes that is like right at the amount of power that it does is the 1001. The 1001 does 1,000 watts. That's it. Doesn't do 11, doesn't do 12, doesn't do 1,010, does 1,000 watts. It's a big amp and a little shell that only puts out 1,000 watts.
Bro,
I'm a big fish, you're a little fish. Big fish, I caught a big fish, you caught a small fish. I caught the biggest fish. Anyways.
All right, let's continue with the show.
I own the T804AD. Oh,
ooh,
fantastic.
Nice.
Just wasn't sure since I purchased it in 12.
Yeah.
Of course you did. If it was good enough for a newer build or not. Sounded great with my old Boston acoustics back in the day. No, it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
The only thing, okay, so the only thing yes, thank you so much. The only thing that has changed over the years on the Power Series is like when they had to update parts. So as far as the core values and the core amplifiers and things like that, there was running changes, but they were never like enough to call it like a new T2 800 because they weren't really changing. They're just updating the circuit boards for when a manufacturer said, yeah, we're not going to make this anymore, guys. And they're like, well, what do you have? Like, we have this. All right, well, that specs out. Let's redesign it and we'll put that in there and we'll just keep making them. Because there was never the Power Series was never like the it kind of came at a time like you got yours a long time ago. When I was at my previous employer, we were selling these things and they haven't changed. And it was like, it's a 20-year-old amplifier. Like, and they're like, yeah, but it's still amazing. And we're like, yeah, I know, but it's like, I don't know, could you make it blue or something just so we kind of feel like it's a little different? And that's what's happening with Rockford right now. So this year, we're going to get the new Punch speakers that are coming out, which is the first step in the transition into the new product. So we're going to get Punch, and then once Punch is done, you'll start to see Power. So we'll get all new amplifiers, all new speakers. But they're not even a Twinkle right now. Actually, they're a Twinkle, and that's all they are. So we got to get done with Punch. So we're going to get speakers, and at some point we'll get the subs, then we'll get the amplifiers, and then we'll get Power. And it's just going to be fantastic as time just travels on. So over the next couple of years, Rockford is just going to make a bunch of disruptible noise. That should all be good. What DSP amp or amp would you recommend for 8 channels in a 2012 Tundra? Going to uninstall the 1214 bit from the truck. Thank you. Okay. 1214 bit, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to ask you 2 things. I'll give you 2 recommendations. If you want to go full crazy sound quality, look at Moscone. You have 2 amps to choose from. You have the 830 Pro, which is like, it's up there. It's actually right there. Right there, 830 Pro. And then you have the 1 series, okay, which is right here. These are going to be full AB class amplifiers, all right? So if you're like, pinkies out all the way. Now, if you're like, oh, slow it down, Dean. All right, then I want you to look at the Arc Audio amplifiers. So we have of course, the one we talk about is the Blackbird. It's 8 to 12. I mean, it has 8 channels of power, 12 channels of DSP. Compact size, very small. Smallest one out of the bunch. Actually, it's bigger. It's probably physically a little bigger than your 8 to 12 or 12 to 14. But now, and if you're like, okay, I got room. I want to go a little bit bigger. Maybe bring best value is going to be the Arc Audio X2 808, which is an 8 to 12 also. And that there again, a little bit bigger in size, silver, boom. So there's 2 brands, 4 amplifiers. Pick one, whichever one fits whatever criteria you need, which I just explained, and you'll be all set. Now, if you do want a 12 to 14, there is the Falcon, which is a 12 to 16, okay, which is 3 inches bigger than a Blackbird. That's what I have in my car. So,
and they are bridgeable, though. So,
yeah, you can bridge the crap out of them. And there's
yeah.
actually enough heat sink to where if you bridge them, they won't overheat.
It does all better.
Who needs an 8.9 Audison? I got one here. I'll sell it to you. I'll get, yeah. A 2004 GM Sierra with Bose system. If I just replaced the head unit and put in some quality coax speakers, I'd be happy with the results. Thanks. More than likely, yes. Keep in mind, though, you do need to bypass the Bose amplifier. Metra used to make a Bose bypass harness for that, so you might want to go over to Metra and in the search tab in the top corner, type in GM Bose bypass plug and see if the 2004, it's just one plug. That one, the amplifier should be behind the glove box. But yeah, yes, we do it all the time because most of the older gentlemen that own that car, not saying you're one, they just want sound, man. They're just give me some sound. It's a beater. I just want sound. So we do it all the time. Kicker makes the CS line of speakers that works great off of deck power. If you want to go a little bit higher, get a Kenwood radio, get some Kenwood Excellent speakers. There again, nice combination as well. So, and then also the KS too. Those are also fantastic. Work really well, very efficient, sound good off of deck power. And the new GMs with ANC is built into the radio module, not an easy unplug in any settings in the radio menu. No, as a matter of fact, it sucks big time. However,
it's non-Bose though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Still sucks. Where's that? There is. I was trying to find the page. Oh, here we go. On page 152 of the owner's manual, active noise cancellation. If equipped, active noise cancellation reduces engine noise in vehicles, interiors. ANC requires the factory installed audio system, radio, speakers, amplifiers, if equipped. Induction system and exhaust systems to work properly. Deactivation may be required by your dealer if related aftermarket equipment is installed. So they're telling you right here that deactivation may be required by your dealership. So it's in the owner's manual now that it could possibly need to be deactivated on page 152. So that tells me that now when you go to the dealership and ask and they act like idiots, you can go, hey, it's right here on page 152 in the manual. GM is telling us that you should be able to turn this off. Work your magic there, tech boy.
Oh, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Dealership says nothing they can do. I read that. Oh, yeah.
Well, then call GM.
Go to another one. Sometimes one dealership doesn't do that, but another ones they
they're just jerks.
Because I remember we had a customer with an F-150. They trying to take the nothing off, and he went to one. And they said no. So he went to another.
So the
one.
reality is there's a 1-800 number on the back of the book there, and you can call GM, and it might take an hour, but you should be able to get to somebody there. Should get to the bottom of this, and they should be able to finally tell you, like, what car dealership are you going to, and then go, well, they should have, their tech should have the ability to do this. That's what we pay them for, and that's what So I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't want to do it. They're going to charge you an hour's worth of labor. They're going to get paid $180 to $220 to turn the damn thing off. So
really?
Yeah, it's like just take my money. And it takes them 5 minutes. Like, how hard is this?
5 minutes.
It's so stupid.
5 minutes.
I'll call them directly. Thanks. But worst case, there are no mics. So you can't unplug the mics because the mics now are in there using
on the radio, no?
No, they're using A to B. So now the mics are A to B, which means they're part of the bus network. So it doesn't work like that. Can't deactivate them.
That's why the dealer actually
That's why the dealer has to
tell you.
Yeah. They've made it impossible for us to work our way around without somebody actually physically going in and shutting it off.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. No. Hey, go GM. I'm probably overthinking this, but in a 2015 Silverado with Bose, if I'm replacing the head unit and want to bypass the Bose amp, which PAC does make a harness to do that, what else do I need aside from steering wheel control retention? Backup camera retention, if it has one. Outside of that, no. I mean, I would just buy the iData interface for it and call it a day. That'll allow you to keep all the functionality that isn't in the radio and in the car. So in a GM, there are some functions that the car has in the radio, such as like entry delay, push to unlock, unlocks both doors, unlocks one doors. All of that is burned into the memory of the vehicle. However, if you want to ever go and change it, you can't. Without jumping through major hoops. If you go with iData, all of that stuff will be in the iData. It'll all get transferred over into whatever new radio you go with. So that's why we like doing that in those cars, because it just makes things easy. So yeah, there's that. Okay, slow it down.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah. Yep. No, let's hide. I was gonna say it's the weekend, bro. Let's get the heck out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We hope you had a great time.
Fantastic time.
This was exciting. Definitely don't want to stand up anymore because like I got way too excited about this show. It's like, yay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You haven't drank sugar though. Oh, you did today.
Yeah, that was like hours ago. It doesn't last that long. It goes fast. Yes, there is, but that's an F-150, and F-150 uses ForceScan. GM doesn't. Theirs is way locked down better. So kind of sucks.
All right,
guys, that's the show. We'd like to thank all of you so much for tuning in and giving us your time this weekend. We hope you have a safe weekend. There is no show next week. However, there will be videos on the channel. I'm uploading some stuff for you guys to watch. So definitely head over and check that out as always. We'll be at SEMA. Woohoo! More than likely, there'll just be some Instagram stuff. Going live on YouTube from there is almost impossible. We will be recording some stuff for afterwards for you guys to see. But yes, if you're going to be there, make sure to stop by the Rockford booth and say hi. We'd love to meet you, like to say hi or catch up or do whatever it is we do.
Yeah.
And if we're busy, wait. Just saying. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Audio Control, Arc Audio, Focal, Moscone, Gladen for sponsoring the show. And a shout out to all you guys for playing along and having a great time and giving us great questions.
Thanks
you guys
watching,
have
guys.
a wonderful next week. And we'll see you guys next Saturday where we'll be fresh off an airplane and tired as hell. Yeah. So
Later, Dean.
be safe, guys. Have fun.
Bye, guys.
Fade to black.